I want to talk to you about how to think richer. It's really tough to get rich if you think like a poor person. And we all know poor people, they're all over the place. So I'm going just show you something here. This here is a gold Rolex, Daytona. The younger people have no idea what Daytona means. But this was Paul Newman's watch and all this stuff. And I own 4 Daytonas. They go, oh, what a waste of money. That's how a poor person thinks, why do I buy a $50,000 watch? Let's say it is, and gold rings and all this. Well, the reason is because the national debt of America is through the freaking roof. We're going bankrupt. The way America with our politicians, the way they solve their problems is they print money. One thing wrong with printing money. The rich get richer and the poor middle class get poorer. Gresham law is when bad money enters a system, good money goes into hiding. Now here's a 50-cent piece. Kennedy, half dollar 1964. This is from my friend Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange here in Phoenix, Arizona. I buy a lot of real gold and silver from him. So in bad money enters a system, which is the bad money, this or this, the aggressions law says, when bad money enters a system, good money goes into hiding. This is bad money, this is real money. So what happens is when I show this to most people say, which one? I said, which one do you want? The $10 or the 50-cent piece? The average person, young or old, jumps for this. But this is bad money, the smart want real money. And the reason this happens is every time the government prints money, which started in 1971, when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, every time you print money, the rich get richer. Let me say it again. When you print money, governments print money, which are printing all over the world today. The rich are getting richer because assets go up in value. What else goes up in price are food, eggs, and stuff like this. So the rich get richer because they have real money. But the poor and middle class get hammered because inflation's killing them. See, look at America today. They have an election coming up for the president. And what's happening is inflation is killing people right now. Takes more and more of these to buy one of these here. So you understand Graham's law when bad money enters a system. This is bad money, this goes into hiding. So Republic Monetary Exchange here in Phoenix, this isn't hiding. This 50-cent piece is worth a lot more than this. So we're talking about, why do I buy assets? Why do I buy real estate? Because when I use debt is this fake money here to buy a house. This goes down in value, but the house goes up in value. So that's why the smart people know how to use debt to get richer. Because they use debt to buy real assets. And this gets worth less and less and less and less us. It's Graham's law. When bad money enters the system, good money goes into high. When bad money enters the system, the rich buy more assets, like real estate land, things like this. So they get richer. And the poor in middle class get poor. Because inflation kills, as Graham's law has been around for thousands of years. So I hold this up here, 1964, real silver. And this I say, which would you rather have, this 50-cent piece or the $10 the rich will take? This poor middle class will take this. Let me explain this. When you print money, the price of assets go up. Like my apartment houses go up, the price of oil goes up, and things like this. So what happens is you print money, the price of oil goes up, but so do the cost of a chicken, because a chicken takes gas to get it to the supermarket. So you go to the supermarket. Why is this chicken $10 today? Whatever it is. I don't pay attention to that stuff. But we're printing so much money today. This here, this solid gold watch. I've been buying gold since it was $50 an ounce. That's why I own gold mines. I don't like to fool around with too much. I have real gold. I can take it. I can feel it. It's in a private vault, hidden in some mountain. Not too far from here, but the reason why I buy this gold watch, let's say it cost $50,000. 5 years from now, what will this gold watch be worth? See, if gold today is, let's say, $3,000, and the prediction is gold is going to go to $50, 15,000. So that's a FTIM. So the reason I buy a gold watch, I can buy a cheap-ass Swatch watch or a Timex or whatever it is for 50 bucks. I sum of those two by buying a gold Rolex. I'm not saying do it. I'm just telling you how I think and how poor people think, oh, I'm going to get myself a cheap-ass Apple Watch. No, right? Lefty Apple person would buy a solid gold Apple Watch, because it doesn't fit their genre. But when I buy this thing here, I get to wear my asset on my wrist because it gets more valuable. The more government is up, the more they print money, the more valuable is not the watch. It's the gold in the watch. So I'm just saying to you, that is how I think. And I was trained to think that way, but a poor person, they want to buy something that's nick looking but inexpensive. That's why they're poor. some people